I could have left home a little earlier. I mean, that would have meant getting out of bed a little sooner and taking less time in the shower, and I could have left home a little. It was such a short trip. Now it's only 12 minutes from my house to the coffee company across Lancaster, and you would wonder, like, well, how do you know that it's only 12 minutes? It's because I time it. I time lots of things while driving. And I've been to the coffee company a number of times, especially to have breakfast with my parents and my brother and sister-in-law. And I could have left home earlier, but we were planning to carpool, and there was another meeting that they were in that was going, and then like, wait a minute, how did they have a morning like it was? This was 8:15 in the morning. They didn't have another. Why were we waiting until 8:15 to leave? Well, you can guess that breakfast was at 8:30 and I was leaving at 8:15, which should be plenty of time to get there 2 minutes early, which is on time in my world. On time in my world is 2 minutes early. Well, you've probably been doing a lot of stuff on Zoom, but you might remember that in the past when we had events in person, that if you got there early, you could talk to people, get some social interaction in your life. But now it seems like with Zoom, we all like get there like right when it starts or within a minute, and then we all leave right when it's over, and there's none of this hanging out and talking with people in a leisurely way. Like, who designed that system? It's sort of like by default, we're being screwed by technology. Oh, that's a whole nother. By default, we're being screwed by technology. Oh. And so I got to the first traffic light, and there was a big box truck, and it accelerated so slowly when the light turned green that for a moment I was worried I wasn't even going to get through that light because I was third in line. And then we got to the second light, and it had just turned red right before the truck got there, and it didn't go through the red light. Of course, I, being third behind, would have had no chance to go through that red. I just started to think, well, I might be late for breakfast. And I've been doing a new experiment for 10 minutes in the morning. Well, this might be one of the reasons I didn't get out of bed earlier. For 10 minutes in the morning, sometimes even while I'm still in bed, I will set my little meditation timer and I will count my breaths for 10 minutes. Actually, I have three intervals. It goes for 3 minutes and dings and 3 minutes and dings and 3 minutes and dings and 1 minute and dings. So like I don't have like because 10 minutes just breathing and counting my breath is way too long without no like I would open my eyes and look at the timer if it didn't ding and tell me that 3 minutes. Actually, sometimes I still open my eyes and look at the timer even though I know it's going to ding in 3 minutes and ding in 3 minutes and ding in 3 minutes and ding in a minute. But I decided while stuck behind the truck at the traffic light that I would take a breath. And I counted one in my mind. And I took a second breath. I got to two. And the light turned green and the truck turned. And then I thought, well, it's probably not such a big deal if I'm a minute late for breakfast with my parents and my brother and sister-in-law. And I could keep breathing. And then I kept thinking all of these things about how it's probably okay. And I could keep breathing. I didn't keep breathing and counting. I did of course keep breathing because I do that without counting most of the time. But it did feel like a little bit of success to sit there. Oh, and then there was a lane closure, and then there was some more traffic, and there was a car trying to back into a spot, and another car right beside it with its door open, so it couldn't back in, so it was just sitting there waiting, and I was behind them all just waiting for things to. And then by the time I got there, like there wasn't a table for five, and so we were all just waiting some more, and by then I was just waiting for breakfast to start with people I know and love, and so we had some conversation, and I don't know why I was uptight and anxious on the way there, because in the end, so much of my life actually, like, I'm still here. It's obvious my life has worked out so far because I'm still here in it.